are moments in life when heaven seems quiet, when our prayers echo back without answers, when we look for signs, for hope, for meaning, and find only silence. We begin to ask painful questions. Where is God? Did he forget me? Am I not worthy of his love anymore? The Prophet Muhammad once stood where you stand now. After the first powerful encounter with revelation, the divine word stopped. Days passed, then weeks, then months. The silence was deafening. The prophet, deeply sensitive and sincere, began to wonder if he had been abandoned. His heart was breaking, and his enemies began to mock him. Your Lord has left you. You are no longer chosen. Then light, not thunder, not wrath, just light. By the morning brightness, and by the night as it settles in, Allah begins the surah with an oath, not to assert dominance, but to bring comfort. Morning brightness speaks of new beginnings, of gentle hope. The night reminds us that even darkness has a purpose, a space for rest, healing, patience. These verses don't just describe time, they describe the human soul. You live between Duha and Layl, between the light of clarity and the shadow of uncertainty. And God says, I am here, even in the silence, even in the night. Let this be the beginning of our journey, from spiritual silence to divine assurance. When silence stretches too long, it becomes easy to assume the worst, that God has left, that maybe he's angry, maybe he doesn't love us anymore. That dark inner voice starts to whisper, you are forgotten, you're not enough. But in just a few words, Allah answers all these fears. Your Lord has not forsaken you. He doesn't say you are fine. He doesn't say be patient. He says something far more intimate. Rabuka, your Lord has not left you. That word Rab, it doesn't just mean Lord. It means the one who nurtures, who gently raises you, who knows your weaknesses and still chooses you. The word your makes it personal, not a distant deity, but a close companion. And then he adds, nor is he displeased. He's not punishing you. He's not ignoring you. His silence was not absence. It was part of a deeper love story, a chapter of growth, a moment of trust. This verse is not just a historical comfort for the prophet, peace be upon him. It's a timeless message for every believer who feels alone. If you've ever felt like your faith is fading, your prayers unheard, your purpose uncertain, this verse is for you. He hasn't left. The silence was not the end. It was the space before revelation, and the best is yet to come. Sometimes we believe the best days are behind us, that the light we once knew will never return. The losses we carry, loved ones, dreams, innocence, feel final. But Allah, in the very next verse, shifts the entire narrative of despair. And the hereafter is better for you than the present. This is more than a theological statement. It is hope anchored in eternity. Yes, the verse speaks about the hereafter, Jannah, eternal peace, but it also speaks to the heart that's struggling right now. It means your current pain is not the final chapter. Your past doesn't define your worth. Your future with me is greater than anything behind you. For the prophet who was being mocked, doubted, and emotionally drained, this verse was a promise. You're not just surviving, you're walking towards something greater, and so are you. Even when you can't see it, even when the clouds are thick, your future holds light, because it's in the hands of the most merciful. There is barakah ahead. There is healing ahead. There are better days even in this world, and a forever peace in the next. God is not only telling you that He hasn't left, He's telling you that He's planning something better, so don't give up. The sunrise is nearer than you think. Did He not find you an orphan and give you refuge? And He found you lost and guided you. And He found you poor and made you self-sufficient. Surah Ad-Duhaa 6-8. When doubt clouds your heart, look back, not to regret, but to remember. Allah doesn't just tell the Prophet about the future. He reminds him of the past and how He was there all along. Did He not find you an orphan and give you refuge? And find you lost and guide you? And find you poor and make you self-sufficient? These are not rhetorical questions. They're divine reminders. Allah is inviting the Prophet and you to reflect. Think of your own story, the times when you felt forgotten, yet somehow were carried through. When you had nothing, and yet made it. When you were lost, and still ended up right where you needed to be. Allah wants you to see His fingerprints on every page of your life. You were never truly alone. The roof over your head, the tears that dried, the kindness you didn't expect, the strength you didn't know you had. That was Him. Sometimes we want proof that God is here now, but the proof is often in the past. Your survival, that's His mercy. Your growth, that's His wisdom. Your strength today, that's His preparation for what's coming tomorrow. Allah doesn't remind you of the past to shame you. He reminds you so you'll remember, I was there before. I am here now. I'll be with you still. After reminding us that we were never abandoned, Allah gives us a mission. Be the comfort that you once needed. Be the shelter you once prayed for. Be the light, because He lit your path. This is the final beauty of Surah Ad-Duhaa. It doesn't leave us in reflection. It moves us into action. Don't turn away from those who ask. Don't belittle those who suffer. Instead, remember your own journey and let your story be someone else's strength. You were found, guided, and provided for. So now give. Speak of His mercy, live it, share it. This is how we carry His light into a broken world.